I feel the pressure of trading, of needing to do well, of being able to provide for my family, being able to help support them. I feel the pressure of being healthy, staying healthy, making sure that I can still go to my job, making sure that I can still bring home an income for me and my family. I feel the pressure of this YouTube channel, being able to show you guys, oh, look, I won. Look what I did today. Look where I'm at with my goals. I just feel the pressure. I also feel the pressure by the time this comes out, this presentation that I'm doing for the whole physical therapy staff in the hospital tomorrow, which again, by the time this comes out, I would have already done it. But I just feel the pressure. And pressure can make you do some crazy things. One of the things I was thinking about was, well, if I start copy trading now, right? I'm about to activate my fifth account tonight. But if I start copy trading now, I could have had, or if I started copy trading, I could have had a 4K payout. That could have been 4K. So because of that, I start thinking, well, I can just start copy trading now. I can just start copy trading tomorrow. It's so crazy how that stuff works. I don't mind talking about this because it's my life, it's my journal. It's a little bit more personal, but I've always dealt with health issues as a kid. I was in the hospital a lot. I think that's why I hate being in the hospital now. And funny how God works. I work in the hospital now, but I've always dealt with so many health issues. And today I went to the doctor. I recommend that you guys go to the doctor more often than I do because I think today was my first time at the doctor in like 3 years. And I just hate it, right? And I was traumatized as a kid how many times I had to go, all the health issues I've had to deal with. And I still deal with health issues now. It's very difficult sometimes, some days, with whatever I'm going through. I never show it. I never say, oh, like I'm struggling so much, right? Just because it's a normal part of my life now. But I actually went to go see a specialist because I have a sty in my eye. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't even know if you guys can see, but my left eye has had a sty for the last 2+ months. I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of it. Went to go see the ophthalmologist today. They're like, okay, we can give you some eye drops, but if this doesn't work, then you're gonna have to do a procedure that costs $600 for you to be able to, remove that sty. One, I don't want to do it because it's surgery on my eye. You want to avoid surgery at all costs, no matter what it is. Two, it's my eye, right? So it could form scarring. Something could go wrong. I could go blind in that eye. Be the instead of trading stoically, it's trading blindly, right? Um, but three, it's $600. So it's not something I want to cough up so quickly. After I took that loss last night, which was Sunday night for me, Monday today, I had a lot of I had two doctor's appointments. Again, first time going in like 3 years. But I was just like, I don't want to pay all this money just to fix my sty. Just let it go. I'll keep the sty for the rest of my life. And I was thinking, I was like, I could take a $600 payout today then. I could pay for it, right? It's cool trading can now pay for certain things in my life. My second payout, my trading actually, or I think it was my first actually, my trading actually helped to pay for some of my car which broke down. But I said it a few videos ago and I'm saying it again. I don't need the money, but I do need the money if that makes sense, right? But my girlfriend continues to tell me I don't need the money. I don't need to push so hard in trading to try to get money, to try to provide, right? I don't need to force it. And I've said that before and I'll continue to say it too. This is the highest my account balance has ever been. I've never had an account balance cross 1500, well technically 1600. Never had it cross that 1500 plus mark. This is the first time I'm here. And it's because of good trading and being patient. I know last night, well technically yesterday's video, I didn't do a good job of that. We ended up losing, right? But it's because of that mentality that I now have that I'm like, I can't take a payout until the end of the month, or I can't take a payout till November. That I'm not forcing things because I'm not in a rush anymore. And that's what's helping me. But despite that fact, I still feel that pressure of needing to do well, of showing people, oh, look at me, I'm doing well, of telling people, this is what I'm doing, this is how well I'm doing. In reality, I really don't care about that, right? But you'll always have that pressure subconsciously that people are watching you. I mean, this is a YouTube channel. Are meant to watch you, even though it's my own journal. Um, but even so, even telling people that you trade, I'm sure you guys have experienced that as well, where you've told your mom, depending on how old you are, or you've told a family member or a friend that you trade. And the next thing they start asking you is, "Oh, can you help me trade?" I've gotten that quite a bit. The next thing that they start asking you is how well it's going. Then they want to see proof. Then they're like, "Oh, it's not going well. Then you should quit." And again, it just becomes this pressure of, I need to do well. I need to continuously get better. I need to show them. But the only thing you have to prove to someone is that you're just doing the best that you can for yourself. And if you're able to consistently think about that and have that mentality that you're going to do the best that you can for yourself, then you're going to get to where you want to go, right? As long as you're completely being unbiased, you're not being biased, you're not fooling yourself into thinking it's a certain way. If you know that, you're going to get to where you want to go. And that pressure over time will alleviate. So it's kind of like my sty. My sty is going to go away, right? We just need to do the right things in order for my sty to go away. And it's the same thing with the pressure too. It'll never be completely gone, but you can definitely help alleviate it. I was going to use a fancy word, ameliorate. But anyway, yeah, the pressure sometimes can be very difficult. And, we're at this point now that we've never been at before. And I just want to do well. But if I just keep taking my time and I keep doing the best I can and I have good support, then I definitely will get there. So, uh, one thing I did want to mention too as well, I wanted to say, shouts out to Alex. Um, eh, Honestly, him kind of bringing this up, even though I was already thinking about it, he told everyone in the Discord today that his car broke down and he was thinking about trying to get a new car. And of course, the vehicle, pun intended, for being able to do that is through trading, right? But he ended up blowing his account. And he said the key takeaway is just to not trade when being so emotional, right? And not to force things. And I just want to say that we're with you, Alex, of course. I'm acting like a blown account is like someone passed away. But I understand the context, though, because it's very difficult whenever you blow an account, especially too when you're forcing things because you just want things to go a certain way. But it's not about that, right? And of course, in that moment, in that period of time, especially again, I was thinking the same thing today too with my doctor's appointment. I'm like, how am I supposed to pay for this? Well, I guess I'm just going to use trading because that's another way that you can get money quickly, but it's the hardest way to get money, right? So you do something wrong, such as forcing it or allowing your emotions to take over your decision making, you're just not going to do well. So yeah, we're with you, Alex. I just wanted to say that too. Um, but anyway, let's talk about trade recap. This is where we're at right now. This is about where we took the trade. In fact, let's go on here for executions. So you'll see here it was a tricky day today, as you can see. You could have gone bullish or bearish. This candle right here, as you can see, is where we open. So I always talk about where we open, right? Open from here, top, lower high, right? Here looks like we're bottoming, maybe even triple bottoming too, right? Potentially. It could be a quadruple bottoming if you want to see that. Um, but this is where we took our trade. So here, ended up taking a trade. I believe our first one was on this candle right here, right? So 801, similar to yesterday's trade too. We took a trade at 801. In fact, let me just go on full replay, start new, so that way you guys can see. So here, this was the 8 o'clock candle, right? We were showing bullish signs before, but I wanted to see how we reacted on the 8 o'clock candle. Didn't do a good job, but then boom, right? Not only are we tagging prior day value area high, we're also cutting through current session value area low on high volume. Nice wick too, basically like a hammer candle. Full body candle too, aside from the wick, so hammer. Um, and that's a really good entry. Nothing wrong with the entry. Again, we're ranging. So taking it from value area low and going up to value area high was the goal. Of course, I wanted to see if we could at least hit 389 and then continue higher to high of day. But whenever you see this type of price action where it's like you're not really going anywhere, you're staying in the same spot, it's ranging. Now, I used to do a series called Learn How to Trade Ranges with Me. I have not done it in a while, but in the past few weeks or so, you'll see days that I've traded ranges such as this, right? I've gotten so much better at being able to identify when is a range happening and how does it occur, right? So honestly, we talk about probabilities a lot in trading. This was just a flip. It was a 50-50. I decided to put my stop loss. I think it was initially at 360 under prior day point of control, but then as we added contracts, we moved it up below prior day value area high, which is right here. You'll see on the executions as well when we added. So we added here, added here, added here, added here, right? We had this low volume pullback, as you'll see. It scared me, especially this candle right here. Absolutely scared the bejesus out of me here. But after that, we started to pull up. This was a high volume wick too, so even though it finished red, it was good. This candle looked really good, but then it closed down, so I was like, okay, let's see where we go. I forgot what this candle formation is called, right? But that's basically a 2 minute doji. And then from there, low volume green. I think it was a low volume green. Let me see. I don't know if Topstep's playing around. Yeah, it was a low volume green. Doji. Again, reverse hammer. Yeah, so it was a low volume green here. And then increasing on increasing volume, right? So that's perfect. Goal was value area highs, of course, but also you see this huge level right here. This is the prior week value area high. So obviously you have your current session value areas, your previous days or prior days value areas, and then you have your prior week value areas. So this is huge. This honestly is a huge resistance. So for me, knowing that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a lot off at 384 and I'm not gonna leave it to chance. So took two off 384.3, another one off 384.1, another one off 384.4, and then I took a couple off 385 and 386. And then we were left with one runner, which didn't go anywhere. I ended up taking off at 384.1. So that 384 level was my target. As you can see right here, value area high. Obviously, I wanted it to go higher. It did slightly, but not so much. Did end up taking some, and then you can see value area high shifted to this level. So now, if you're looking for a short, you could easily take one here as well, right? Value area highs. I wouldn't have. Again, I'm very bullish most of the time whenever I trade, but I still like to look for short setups too. But I wouldn't have taken that just because I saw that we based down here, right? These blue lines, by the way, I haven't talked about these. I just added them today because it's just showing me high of day and then low of day, right? So, um, again, we're in between that, but you could have easily taken a short here and it would have worked out well too. In fact, that probably was the better play as well, right? Coming down to prior day point of control. So now if I was trading here, what I would like to see is for us to form that end pattern, bounce off prior day point of control, come down, and then bounce off again. That's where you enter. Of course, you're heading for previous day value area high, current session value area low, and then if we were really bullish, you'd head back up to these highs at value area high up here. But I don't foresee that happening right now, but it's very possible that it does end up happening too. So, but that's a trade recap, guys. Went well, quick win. Tricky day though, not an easy day. And honestly, I was again, like I was talking about earlier, I did feel the pressure coming into today because I, again, It in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to lose ground, right? I see this graph and I'm like, it's not up to date right now, but I'm like, I don't want to lose ground, right? I want to make sure that, oh, I guess that messed up. I want to make sure that this continues higher, right? That we get to that 2000 mark. It's like the goal, the road to 2000. We get there, get this maximum loss limit to zero, build that. Once we build that, take a payout, and then continue building that. Copy trading two accounts, right? We will have five probably. I have to activate it tonight. I can't wait any longer. So, um, have five accounts and then just build from there. That's all I want to do. But in reality, how do you do that? It's by trading well. It's by sticking to your rules. It's by following your process. That's how you do that. So this whole goal to 2000 thing, yes, it is a short-term goal. I really want to get there. I'd love to get there tomorrow, but it's not about that. It's about the goal should be coming in every single day, taking good trade, taking good setup, whether you win or you lose. Whenever you lose, you figure out what you did wrong, if anything. Most times you do. Whenever you win, figure out what you did right and what you could improve on, and then go from there. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video today. Let me know what you guys are dealing with too in terms of pressure, right? I know this will be the last thing I say, but probably in about a couple weeks' time, it would be November 9th, I want to say is when I first started trading futures, and it's because of the hurricanes. So if you guys don't know, I live in Florida. Hurricanes hit us really hard last year. And I've always wanted to trade. I've kind of dabbled here and there. If you guys want to know more, check out this video in the top right where I talk about my trading journey, kind of like my origin story, if you want to call it. Um, and it was because of the hurricanes. The hurricanes damaged our whole area. Our roof was like taken off. Um, Thankfully, everything inside was fine, but it was because of that that I was like, how do I make sure that we have money? And Stephanie didn't have a job at the time. So at that time, it was about maybe about 5 months that she's been without a job. So I was just kind of keeping us afloat, pun intended. Um, and I was just trying to figure out what's another stream of income that I can get to help us. And I landed on trading and I landed on futures, and here we are now. So yeah, I definitely still feel that pressure. And I'm sure you guys feel the pressure in whatever you guys are going through too, whether it's you guys are older and you have a family. I think most of my demographic is older, like 25 plus. But even if you're younger too, like the pressure of being in school, maybe making your parents proud, that kind of thing as well, or just not wanting to do the whole 9 to 5 that we adults do. So I understand, I get it, but whatever your reason is, even if it's to buy a Lambo, which I will rent a Lambo. That'll be an April Fool's joke at some point. Um, Whether that's your goal or it's just to provide for your family, just to have a side income as well. Whatever it is, there's pressure and I understand it. So I just want to say that I'm with you guys, whatever you guys are going through. I support you guys and hopefully we're able to make it to the top. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video today. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically.